Today, our topic is sin versus offense. So, we are trying to understand both the things, how they work and how they generate in our life. In Manusmriti, it says that adharmika pradhanam hi papam. A person who is adharma or who is adharmik, he does pap. And adharma takes birth from the backside of the Lord Brahma. In Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, it is nicely explained how adharma takes birth and how it is trying to make his own big empire. So from the chest, because Lord Brahma's chest resides Lord Narayana, so dharma comes from the chest of Lord Brahma, but adharma comes from the backside of Lord Brahma. And adharma marries to Mrisa. Mrisa is falsity. And they both beget children, Damba and Maya, bluffing and cheating. They both get married and they both get children named Lobha and Nikriti, greed and cunningness. And when they both get married, they get children, they get Krodha and Himsa, anger and envy. And after they both get married, they get Kali and Dukriti, quarrel and harsh speech. And again, when they get married, they get children, Mrityu and Bhiti, death and fear. And ultimately, what we all suffer, Yatna and Niray, excessive pain and hell. So this is just a small dynasty of irreligion, adharma, but it just comes in Bhagavatam. That is why I wanted to share this thing. But the main cause of Papa is given in Madhura Kadambini, is given in Chaitanya Charitamritam, is given in Bhagavatam. The main cause of Pap is avidya. Avidya means ignorance. And in simple definition, if we see what is avidya, avidya means to forget the knowledge, or we don't have the knowledge that we are servant of Krishna. Because we don't know what we are intent to do pap. But since so many births, so many kalpas, so many years we are in this material world, and it's a natural habit to do pap. It is not something which we knew now, since so many births we are doing. That is why this avidya in Bhagavatam, it comes that avidya is of 5 types. The main cause is avidya, ignorance. But when we elaborately speak about avidya, then avidya comes like andha means fear of death. Tamistra means anger. Anger comes due to attachment. When we don't have our desires fulfilled, we get anger. It's natural. Or when we expect something from someone or something with anyone, and then because the expectation is not fulfilled, again we get anger. And anger is the cause of moha, delusion. And moha are of 2 types, moha and mahamoha. Moha means delusion that we are this body, and mahamoha means to enjoy the senses. Generally, those who are not Krishna conscious, they are always thinking that how we can enjoy more, what we can do to enjoy more, where we can go, what we can drink, what we can eat. At least in spiritual life, Prabhupada gave us a system that be Krishna conscious and do everything for service of Krishna. At least we have some limitation. But in the material world, those are materialistic, they don't have this kind of any barrier. So we are very grateful to Srila Prabhupada that he gave us such a good system. And the last is tamas, the ignorance of our own identity. When we see, if we have read Bhagavad Gita very properly, Prabhupada in that Bhagavad Gita, in almost all the purport, he is trying to make us understand that our relation with Krishna is of servant and servitor. Means we are the servant of Krishna and he is our master. Always Prabhupada is trying to emphasize this thing. Whenever you listen his morning walks, you listen to his interviews, Prabhupada is in every time trying to make us understand that get out of this ignorance and try to become Krishna conscious. The main trouble in this world is avidya, and especially with devotees also, we face this kind of problem. Though we are chanting since many years, though we are nicely doing all the services, we are very eager to do services in all the festivals and every time, but still the point of ignorance remains in our heart, and due to that we do pap. And the fun part of pap is when we do some activity, pap or punya, any, so that activity gives us a phal, a result of the activity. And the most important thing, that activity gives us the desire to do the activity. Just for example, if you come from US to Vrindavan, and when you go back, again you have desire that we should go Vrindavan back, we should go there, we should chant with devotees, we should enjoy the bhakti life. If you eat some rasgulla, then you remind, and again when I will eat that. So activity, especially pap gives us desire to again do pap. So the cycle goes on and on. Pap gives desire gives again action to do pap, and that pap again gives a desire to do pap. So this cycle goes on and on and on. And when we don't know, subconsciously that pap becomes our habit. It becomes routine. Like those who have in previous life smoked or drank some alcohol, they know this thing. They just started for a choice, just to try how it is. Or their friend might have told, hey, एक बार तो लो, एक बार तो पी के देखो कितना अच्छा लगता है. So they might have started just for enjoyment, just for some time, just to show off. And then they kept on drinking, and now it became a habit. The same way, the pap is very difficult to get rid of. That's why in Bhagavatam, when this pap section came in 5th canto and the 6th canto started, the first question Parsi Maharaj asked that people are so much entangled in this pap activity and it's difficult for them to get rid of. And that's why the whole chapter of Ajamil started. And Parikshit Maharaj, Sukhdev Goswami explained nicely that by chanting the holy name, one can easily get rid of all the sins. Even if you read Chaitanya Chaitamrit, Mahaprabhu says, Eka Krishna Naam Kare Sarva Papa Nas Premera Karana Bhakti Karina Prakash. Eka Krishna Naam. Even if a person chants one time Krishna name, he will get rid of all the offenses he has done. Even if you read Gita Mahatmya, Gita Mahatmya is nicely explains that just by reading Bhagavad Gita, one can get rid of all the offenses, all the sins, not offenses, the sins done in the previous life, and he can get rid of all the desires in the heart, of all the sinful desires in the heart. But the question is, devotees are practicing bhakti, and obviously we are not doing pap. But sometimes, like devotees eat not offered to the Lord. Krishna says that in Bhagavad Gita that eating without offering to me is a sin, is a pap. So devotees do some kind of pap. Like chalu karo. We do some kind of pap like this. But the question is more important than a pap, which is offense. Pap can be easily eradicated, as he says. Krishna mantra haite have sarva mochana. Krishna naam haite pabe Krishna charana. The Krishna name can easily eradicate, easily clean. Mochan means to clean. Samsara mochan. The biggest, the heaviest sin if one has done, Krishna name can easily eradicate it. Even in Bhagavad Gita, apiche sudurachara bhajate mam ananya bhag. Even a person is very durachari. Durachari means the greatest sinner. Even he can be easily eradicated. The sins can be eradicated. But the offense are higher than sins. Because devotees generally they don't do papritya. But the devotees in devotional life, we do many aprad. There are three stages of chanting. If you read Hainam Chintamani, it nicely explains about Suddha Nam, Nam Abhas, and Nam Aprad. So devotees, those who are non-devotees, they do Nam Abhas. Nam Abhas means like they indicate someone or they kind of jokingly say Krishna's name to make fun. They say Krishna name. But devotees, they generally do Nam Aprad because in their life, in their so many births, we have done so many pap, and that pap is engaging us in doing offense. And the biggest offense or common offense which everyone does is Vaishnava Aprad. There are 10 offenses. I hope you read every day. Prabhupada recommended to after Mangala Aarti to chant Sishtastakam and 10 offenses. He has recommended. And almost in every temple, devotees do this. But even though knowingly, we know that the 10 offenses are important to understand, but still devotees don't take care about this. Mahaprabhu says, Hena Krishna nama yadi laye bar bar, tabu yadi prema nahe, nahe asrudhar. तबे जानी अपराध ताहते प्रचुर कृष्ण नाम बीजता है ना करे अंकुर. If you are chanting and you don't feel the ecstasy, you don't feel the love for Krishna, you don't feel attachment for Krishna, you don't feel detachment for material life, then one should understand that he has done some offenses or many offenses. Because of that, Krishna is not giving you the mercy of his prem. The prem is given by Krishna only. Krishna and the holy name, they both are independent. And they are so much independent, then even if you give him Chappan Bhog, you make big temple for him, you give big donation to Krishna, he won't be happy. Krishna will be only happy if one chants offenselessly. If you read Adi Khanda, in Adi Khanda last chapters, he is explaining about Prem Bhakti. And in that Prem Bhakti, he very strictly says that one should chant offenselessly and due to that only one will attain the prema, one will attain the love of Godhead. But generally, in devotee community, because we all are in a hospital only, we all came from some background. Everyone comes from different background, and especially because we have jealousy, we have ego in our heart, and which we pamper more. Actually, generally, parents or people pamper the children, pamper the pet, but devotees pamper their all the anarthas in their heart. I have seen many people, many devotees, especially those who are always criticizing and criticizing and criticizing about devotees. हिंदी में कहावत है, चुगली ही एक रोजगार. It is their what to say. It is their duty. It is their job to criticize devotees, and especially those devotees who are preaching the holy name. Even if they are not preaching, also, but to criticize someone is very not acceptable by the Lord. That's why aparadha. Apa means away, and Radha means Radha. So the Radharani is the personality, is the Shakti which empowers you to do bhakti nicely. Bhakti in a very ecstatic mood. But when devotees make offense, even slightest offense, they are not able to relish the Krishna consciousness. That's why Mahaprabhu is giving a barrier. If you are not feeling ecstatic, even though you are chanting in a Brahma Muhurata, even you are chanting in association of your own spiritual master, but still you are not able to enjoy the ecstatic bliss, then you have done some offenses. There's a very famous story of Sanatan Goswami. Once he was sitting and meditating on the pastime of the Lord, and in that pastime, Radharani was standing on the shoulders of Krishna, and she was plucking the flowers from the tree. And Krishna jokingly got away from her, and she got stuck up on the tree. So by seeing the pastime, the Sananda Goswami was very smiling, he was very happy, he was laughing. At the same time, some Rajvasi came, he was one-legged, he couldn't walk properly. So the devotee thought that Sanatana Goswami is laughing on me, and he got offended. At the same time, he lost all the consciousness of the pastime, and he couldn't recall the pastime. And he thought that I have done some offense. So he consulted some other devotee that what should I do? I'm not able to chant nicely, I'm not able to recall the pastimes, I'm not able to go in samadhi. So the devotee suggested call for a feast, invite everyone, and everyone will come. But the person, the devotee who will not come, means you have done the offense on that devotee. So Sanatana Goswami invited everyone, all the villages devotees came, but only one devotee didn't come. Who? That person who thought he laughed on him. And after all the feast program, he went to his house and he asked for forgiveness. That please forgive me. Although Sanatana Goswami didn't wanted to offend him, or he didn't even saw him. So the offense is so much dangerous that it will crush our devotional life. And Prabhupada says, even Mahaprabhu says, that offending a devotee is like crushing a very nice garden with a mad elephant. A mad elephant, if he goes in some nice farm or nice garden, he destroys everything. He says Hati Mati in Hindi. So the same way we are doing somewhat devotional service, and somehow or other, if we do offense, then we won't be able to relish the Krishna consciousness. One devotee who was there in Haridas Thakur's one pastime is there, and in that pastime, the devotee was offending Haridas Thakur. The person was offending Haridas Thakur, and when Mahaprabhu saw, Mahaprabhu chastised him so badly, and he cursed him that you will get leprosy. And this pastime comes in Chaitamrit, that Lord will never tolerate offenses done to his devotees. Even though the devotee may be new, maybe your junior, but an offense done to a devotee, Krishna never tolerates. And especially uh, his spiritual master's brother, means I forgot the name, Ramchandra Puri. I don't recall the name properly. He was offending Lord so much that being a sannyasi, you are eating so much. Being a sannyasi, you are very much uh, going everywhere and eat and keep on eating. So Mahaprabhu told that if he is in the town, I will never eat. And due to offenses, he has to get out of Puri, and he got many other diseases. So considering the offenses made to devotees of the Lord are very dangerous and the biggest obstacle in our devotional life. Because even we may not speak of someone bad, but we listen to someone's bad habits or something wrong done. Even that will cause us backdrop in our devotional life. In Padma Purana it is written, Hanti Nindanti Dvesti Na Abhinandanti Krudhyati Krushyati. Hanti means to beat, Nindanti means to blaspheme, Na Abhinandanti. Very biggest offense is done when we see some devotee and we are, ye kahan se aa gaya? Who called him here? He doesn't do any service, he doesn't do anything, just comes and eats in temple. Why is coming to temple? But na abhinandanti. Even to not offer respects to some devotee is offense. And this happens with everyone. There is always one devotee whom we don't like. And when he comes in temple or when he comes in front of us, we think, why is here? Why is coming here? So hanti, nindanti, na vinandanti, dvesti. Dvesti. Dves means to have grudge for someone. And generally, it happens that those who are equal or those who are in some big post, we feel grudge for them, very grudge. Very much our anger in the heart for them increases every day and day. Because everyone sitting here, including me, we always have a thought then I am superior than him. I am good than him. Like you see, no, after cricket match, uh, in India, this happens very common. After the cricket match, people gather in the pan shop, cigarette shop, and they start commenting. Virat Kohli should uh, shot like this. Dhoni should catch like this. Even though they are not going to play there, they give commentary. This happens with everyone because we feel we are superior. We feel that I am so great. If I would be there, I would have done this service so nicely that he would have been gone out. But we are so unfortunate that Krishna is not giving a service due to all these kind of offenses. So hanti, nindanti, dvesti, na abhinandanti, and krudhyati, to anger or blaspheme someone, some devotee. Blaspheme, anger, to chastise someone. Generally, for service, we keep on chastising, and even we try to show them you are so lower than us, you are not so big. This kind of offenses we do on a common platform. It is not that we do once in a month or once in a year, but these offenses we do on a regular basis. That's why Radhashyam Prabhu, he gave one statement on this topic that नन्हे मुन्ने रहो, छोटे बन के रहो और राधे राधे बोलो. Means think that you are a neophyte devotee, you are a new devotee, and you are very small, and keep chanting the holy name. That's why Mahaprabhu, he told that one statement, you should lock it up in your kanthi mala, and you should progress in bhakti. A very famous slok from Sistashtakam. Trinadapi suni chena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina man dena kirtaniya sadahari. Our lakshya, our goal, Guru Maharaj said, our goal is to chant continuously. Our goal is not 16 round. Our goal is not go back to Goloka. Our goal is to chant continuously. So if one wants to chant continuously, he should be very smaller than the grass, very tougher than the branch or than the trunk of a tree, and he should give respects to everyone and not demand any respect for us, for himself. But what happens is we do give respect, but we want respect also. That is why Bhakti Siddhant Thakur says, Jadera Pratishtha, Sukarera Vishtha. The Pratishtha is like a stool of a pig. See, in devotional life, it is very easy to give up lust, very easy to give up smoking or onion garlic or tea, coffee. All the bad habits, everything can be easily given up. But the demand for pratishtha, the desire to get respect, it's very difficult to get rid of. Even by doing slightest service, we feel that we have done so much big. Arey, I did this seva, I did that seva, I did that seva. We give up listing, so much big list is there. When I meet some devotees and they, even though I have not asked anything, they started saying that I am this in charge, I am that in charge, I am this president, I am that president, I have so many people following me. Even though nobody asks him, he gives a big list. So that is why the desire to pratishtha, the desire, the pride in our heart, it is very difficult to get rid of. Because we are in a false ego and not in a Sat ego. Sat ego is what? That we are servant of Krishna. That's why Mahaprabhu very strictly says that Gopi Padakamala Bhartu, you are Das, Das, Dasanu Das. And servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. This is what should be our mood in devotional life. But the problem is we want to become bossanu boss. Bossanu, bossanu, bossanu boss. Because our material mind is trained up in such a way that if you are not boss, you don't have power. If you have power, you can do anything. But with power comes responsibility. This we forget. That is why when we get power, we do blunder. We don't do service, we do blunder. That is why if we want to become very happy in Krishna consciousness, see our goal, Haridas Thakur very nicely says, Haridas bale namera phal Krishna pada prema upajaye. The result of nama, the result of chanting is that we develop love in our heart for Krishna. That should be our goal. Our goal should not be we will get some post in temple or in charge Prabhu. No, we should not have this kind of mentality. And generally, Pratishtha is very dangerous. Madhavendra Puri, when Lord kept kheer for him under his dhoti, and when he heard the Lord has cut for me, he immediately ran from the place. Well, if he would have stayed there, everybody will praise him more and more. And because he didn't want any praise, that's why he left Remuna and went to Puri. But see the mercy of the Lord, before he reached Puri, the news reached Puri that Lord in Remuna, Gopinath has kept seer for Madhavendra Puri. So, Pratishtha will come in our life. But first we have to give up. Until we give up all these things, Sat Pratishtha will not come. Who is Madhavendra Puri? If you see, he is nothing. But the Lord kept kheer for him, and this news spread all over the Odisha. Before, and that time there was no phone call, no WhatsApp, no Instagram, nothing. But before he reached Puri, the news reached Puri that Madhavendra Puri is a great devotee of the Lord. And the Lord himself kept seer for him. So, in devotional life, we should learn from all these great acharyas that how they are so humble and how in that humble mood they are trying to preach, they are trying to accept all the difficulties in life and trying to please the Supreme Personality. See, many devotees join ISKCON, they chant. Everybody has come from different background, from different mentality, from different desires. Somebody has come for only for prasad. Somebody came only for kirtan. Somebody came only for seva. Many mentalities we have. But the ultimate goal, what we want or what our acharya is saying, that namera phala pave premer upjaye. The result of chanting should be the love of Godhead. Suppose we have chant today in the morning, and if your heart says, when will I get time to chant more? Or if you somehow manage and chant more and more the same day, means you are on the right track. But Even after chanting so many rounds, you don't feel the ecstasy, means you have done some offense. And the offense, the 10 type of offense in this avidya, due to this avidya, we do Vaishnava Aparad. And one more offense, which is very dangerous, means which is also dangerous, to chant inattentively. And this inattentive chanting is the cause of all the offenses. So this goes on vice versa. You chant inattentively, you do offenses. You do offenses, you chant inattentively. This goes on, means if you have done some offense today, next day you won't be able to chant properly. So if you're not able to chant properly, you again do offense. This goes on the same level. You stop offenses, you get nice chanting. You get nice chanting, you don't do offense. So Harinam Chintamani explains in all the chapters, in all the aparad, the prayashchit or atonement is common. What is the prayashchit? Sadhu Sangha, Vaishnava Sangha. When a devotee respectfully, faithfully hears from saints, hears from good Vaishnavas, associated Vaishnavas, do their service, then automatically all the offenses goes away. Nice pastime from Chetan Chaitamrit. Even when I heard this, I was very astounded. And I asked my Shiksha Guru, why this? In one place, Mahaprabhu is kicking the devotee out of Jagannath Puri because he has done offense on the lotus feet of devotees. And in this Leela, he is giving mercy. How it is possible? So Sarvam Bhattacharya's Jamai, his son-in-law, I forgot his name. So Mahaprabhu, when he was going to Vrindavan, before he was very much requested by devotees to call everyone for bhiksha, means to eat prasadam at home. So Mahaprabhu accepted to take 10 days prasadam in a house of Sarvam Bhattacharya. And whenever he goes to his house, his son-in-law always does offenses on the lotus feet of the Lord. And but still, Mahaprabhu was very kind-hearted towards him because he was son-in-law of Sarva Bhattacharya. And in that pastime, when the son-in-law offended the Lord, after the offense, when Mahaprabhu took prasad and went, everyone was scolding him. His father-in-law, his wife, his mother-in-law. You don't know who is he. He is the Lord of the universe. And he has came in this earth to bestow mercy on all of us. How can you do this big offense on his lotus feet? And somehow he got this mindset that I will not do any offense from now. And when the last day Mahaprabhu was honoring prasad at his home, he gave mercy to him and he got Krishna Prem. So this is the understanding that when we take shelter of devotees, Krishna feels very bliss. Krishna is very happy. And Krishna he like gives out Krishna Prem, take, enjoy the Krishna Prem. But when we do offense to devotees, we automatically go away from the shelter of Guru, shelter of Vaishnavas. That is why Prabhupada created ISKCON Prabhupada gave so many centers, so many temples. Why? For the association of devotees. And without the association of devotees, no one in this entire universe can get Krishna Prem. If you read Madhura Kadambini, the Madhura Kadambini nicely explains in very deeply manner, even though not having Shraddha, a devotee can give him Krishna Prem, give him Shraddha, so that he can chant, he can enjoy the holy name. So devotees are so powerful. Why? Krishna resides in their heart. Our bhajan says that even Ganga Snan may not purify you, but just by taking darshan of a pure devotees, our hearts get purified. Just by darshan, not by touching, not by hugging him, not by eating their uchist. No, just by darshan of a pure devotees, our heart gets purified. This is the power of a pure devotee. This is the power of Vaishnavas. So we should be very grateful. And one more thing I will add. This is the last point. Gaurang Prabhu gave one class and he explains that gratitude for devotees is the fuel of devotional life. One should be grateful to each and every one, especially all the Vaishnavas, because they are somehow serving in the mission. They are somehow coming in temple. Even they are not doing any seva. They're just coming in temple with dhoti kurta. That is also a very grateful for them. So, being grateful for each and every one, especially devotees. Even we should be grateful for non-devotees also. But at least for all the Vaishnavas surrounding us, preaching, non-preaching, doing service, non-doing service, but they are Vaishnavas having tilak in their head, kanthi in their neck, and they have chanting or they are chanting the holy name. We should be very grateful for them, because on this earth, even less than 1% people are chanting the holy name. Less than 1%. So we should be very grateful for all the devotees, and we should chant without offense so that we can get the mercy of Lord and the ultimate goal, which is Krishna Prem. And I hope that you will be very merciful towards me also, so that I can chant the holy name very nicely, and also I also can attend the Krishna Prem. Thank you very much. If somebody has any questions.
Thank you very much for a wonderful talk. Give me one minute, Prabhu. I'll just make some small announcement and devotee can ask questions after that.
Yeah, okay.
So as we have Vanja Sangha, so this coming Sunday we have His Grace Dhammaswaram Prabhu will be speaking on Nectar of Instruction, verse 3 in the center. And if devotees are new, we also have weekly Bhakti Vrikshas in different locations. So if any devotees are interested, kindly let us know. And we have Bhagavad Gita reading every day, Monday to Friday. So 2 p.m. So 15 minutes of Bhagavad Gita reading. Devotee can join, take some break, and also morning chanting. Devotee can, as Prabhuji is inspiring us to chant the holy name. So please do that. If any time you can join and leave, but we'll try to chant with the devotees. And also you can visit our ISKCON calendar for all the Ekadashis and all the festivals. Upcoming festival I think is Ram Navami also coming next month, and also this coming Saturday is Papa Mochani Ekadashi, and fast breaking is on Sunday morning 7:07 to 11:05. So all the Ekadashi you can also see from here. So thank you very much. So anybody has any questions? Thank you actually, Prabhuji. Very important topic. Very nicely you have explained how the aspect as Nectar of Devotion explained that the aspect of sin is because of ignorance, and because of the sadhus, I think somehow this knowledge can come and that ignorance can be destroyed. We are very fortunate again to learn so many things. Thank you very much. Anybody has any questions, please? Ramchandra Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Pranam, Ramesh Prabhupada. Beautifully explained, Prabhuji. Very nice examples and all. And when you mentioned about that pastime, I believe it was Ramanand Puri, who was also the god brother of Ishwar Puri.
Yeah. Yes.
And some nice pastimes there. Also, we can see how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that one pastime, I'm not sure if you spoke about, but where he goes to Mahaprabhu's room and he sees ants and he says, "Oh, sannyasi is eating too many sweets."
So many sweets, yes.
And Mahaprabhu, instead of criticizing or defending himself, he told his servants that from next time, reduce my prasadam quantity.
Yes.
So this is a very important topic, and thank you for sharing this. So you're basically saying that sins can be cleared by taking shelter of Krishna, by doing atonement, but offenses, only the person who you've done offense against, if that person chooses to give forgiveness or forgive, only then we can get rid of. Even Krishna cannot. Is that the gist and summary of?
Actually, one coin has both the sides. Devotees don't take offense. If one is a devotee, he will not take offense. He will forgive. Like Haridas Thakur forgave, but Mahaprabhu took offense. So Lord, in part of devotees, he take offenses and he gives punishment. But devotees are kind-hearted. They have big heart, and they know that because he is in disease person, he will do offense. So devotees should not take any offenses. They should, because everyone here in a process of purification. If suppose if somebody comes and he says some bad words to me and I take offense, oh, he told so much to me, he said that, then my chanting will get destroyed. Mine, I am not pure devotee, but my mind will get hampered. So that is why devotees should not take offense. And if someone is offending someone, then Mahaprabhu is there to take him, to tackle him. And offenses can be actually there is a big question that do we even realize that we have done an offense? That's a big question. Because we have not taken bhakti sincerely, we feel, हाँ चल रहा है ना, okay चल रहा है, but 16 माला हो गया. So we feel like that. We don't feel a sincere need of devotional service. That's our big problem. And that is why the offense we are doing or not, we don't know. But that is why sadhu sangha, when we take for Vaishnava association, we listen from them, we realize, I have done this offense, I should take sorry from him. Even though we are not offended, but we should not take any offense. But even though we are doing offense, we should forgive them. It is good for us. If we don't forgive, then these things will go in our mind, and mind again, this spoils our consciousness.
Right. And also the moment one thinks that, let's say, for example, if I think I'm a devotee, then that itself is a disqualification, because one thinks that I'm a devotee, or I'm qualified for something, or I deserve this. That itself is a disqualification.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That is why Prabhupada said, we are servant of Krishna. Devotee, not devotee, we don't know. But our duty is to serve Krishna, our Guru, in any manner we can, on any manner Krishna wants us to do.
This is something that we see after years and years in Krishna consciousness, that this is a foundation. Everything else can be okay, making nice prasad, chanting and all that. But when it comes to hurting one's ego, the ego is so dangerous that, if we are disturbed, we are not conscious about these matters, we look for a problem somewhere else. But just like Ramanand
Yes.
Puri, is nice saying that devotees see Krishna everywhere, and Ramananda Puri saw faults everywhere. So which one wants to? Yeah.
Chugli eka rozgar.
Right.
Actually, we are coming from that kind of background, so it is difficult to get rid of.
But it's possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Generally, what happens if someone joins ISKCON, he comes in devotee association. Our lacking is in Shravan. 99% devotees lack in Shravan. They don't listen. They don't want to listen. First you listen, then I will listen. It's like that. That's what Prabhupada said, boiling the milk. Now you have more devotees, so boil the milk. He said like that. So eventually everyone will get purified one day. Hope so in this birth. But because we are in the mission of Mahaprabhu, and he is the master of everyone, so he will purify everyone.
Thank you.
Anybody else has a question?
I just want to share, if nobody has a question, is that I've seen Prabhu for last many years when we travel to Guru Maharaj's festivals. He is in charge of the prasadam area, and he usually stands, when I've seen him, he stands where like a VIP section where people have to go in and eat and all that. But when you go there, such a humble position he has. And sometimes people just try to, I'm a VIP, and the way he manages things, his humility, for years and years, I've seen him as a brahmachari, and the same mood, the same humility, is, consistency in his demeanor with others. You can't tell that, he's such a senior devotee and taking such a humble position. So that really touched my heart. And, it was a lesson without even giving a class. It was a lesson that I learned just by observing Prabhu. There you go.
No questions. It's really wonderful learning again, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Everyone can unmute and thank Prabhuji. With one Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much.
Ki Jai, Ananda Koti Vaishnava ki Jai. Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.